In a world where we often find ourselves waiting for someone to come and save us, it's time to embrace one powerful truth. I hate to tell you this, but no one is coming. The answer is you. Welcome to the podcast that empowers you to take charge of your life and unleash your true potential. I'm your host, Ofri Fuchs, and I'm thrilled to embark on this transformative journey with you. So, if you're ready to embark on a journey full of self-discovery, growth, and actually take responsibility for your life, then you're in the right place, and I'm so glad you're here. Now let's rock and roll.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of No One is Coming. The Answer is You, the podcast that helps you reconnect to your inner power, inner strength, and realize that whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever struggles you're handling right now, all the answers already lie within you, and you have the power to break free and break through. I'm your host, Ofri Fuchs. I'm delighted to have you here. I'm a transformational life coach dedicated to empower women and to break through their barriers and live deeply fulfilling lives. I meet women where they are, and together I help them to tap into their inner strength, clarify their goals, and navigate life's challenges with confidence and resilience. Now, in today's episode, I want us to talk about something that maybe is not as, I would say probably in today's world, it is a bit more common to talk about it, but I don't know how much it is implemented, and that is stopping, pausing. Oh my God, the S word. Can I actually stop? I know people might feel a little queasy when they hear about me telling them to stop, or maybe aggravated even. But really, I want to talk about the importance of stopping and how embracing the pause, embracing the slowing down can truly be a catalyst for speeding up. It can be an accelerator for growth and transformation. Let's talk about society, okay? Because we do live in a modern day and age, and today's society, there is a prevailing belief, even though we might speak about it differently, but we do act as we believe. And the prevailing belief is that in order to be successful, and it doesn't matter if you're a housewife or if you're an entrepreneur or if you're a leader of a corporation, in order to be successful, we must always be doing. We must always be moving forward. We must always be hustling and bustling and grinding, correct? Now, while ambition and drive and doing are certainly important, this is in contrast to manifestation beliefs where you just sit back and see something happening. That's true also. We'll talk about it in a different episode. But again, while ambition, drive, and doing are certainly important, a relentless pursuit of something out there can often lead us to burnout. It leads us to anxiety, and it definitely leads us to stress. Now, we all know about stress. We all know about heart disease. We all know about various diseases that we have. And not only that, we can just feel exhausted. We can just feel drained. And obviously that affects our ability to handle any growth or progress that we really want to create in our lives, correct? So what if I told you that even though we become accustomed, like this is what society is showing us, we become accustomed to equating busyness and doing with productivity, the truth is actually quite the contrary, quite the opposite, that the most productive thing that we can do, the one single most productive thing that we can do is sometimes nothing. Truly stopping. Now, this is crazy, and I know this for myself. Sometimes I sit on the sofa and I just look outside my window. I'm like, I should be doing something. You know, that gut feeling is like, I should be posting something. I should be creating something. I should be communicating with someone, right? But it's quite the opposite. And before we dive into what the benefits are, I want to give you an example from biology. Let's talk about sleep. It is well known these days that sleep deprivation is actually quite risky. Now, the biological mechanism of the human body requires us to sleep. Sleep deprivation is actually a form of torture, right? It used to be. I hope they don't do that anymore. But if we are losing sleep, there is a direct damage, and it's inflicted not only on our body system, but on our behavior and productivity. So even though people, they have a pursuit of whatever it is they're pursuing, I'm just going to push in some extra hours. I'm going to wake up really early it doesn't matter if you want to wake up really early to get that meditation in or that workout in, but you sacrifice sleep hours. And you're thinking it's a trade-off between sleeping and achieving goals. But this couldn't be farther from the truth. Again, it's quite the opposite. Chronic sleep deprivation, it impairs your body, it impairs your cognitive function, your memory, and decision-making abilities. How calm and patient and tolerable are you when you're sleep deprived, right? We're not very. Usually we're irritable, we are weak, our immune system gets weak, irritation going on. It can cause heart diseases, it can cause obesity. There's proven research about the repercussion of not sleeping, of being sleep deprived. So we know this when by refusing to get our sleep in, our proper 6, 7, 8 hours sleep in, then we're actually risking ourselves. We're jeopardizing our health. We're jeopardizing our business. We can sabotage long-term relationships just on that. And of course, long-term success. So this is just a reminder, a proof, a biological proof that stopping, resting, it's not just a luxury. It's not just a made-up thing. This is actually a necessity for our overall well-being and success. All right, so let's move forward and talk about the art of stopping. Let's talk about how and why it is so important to stop. Now, I want to make it clear. Stopping does not mean that you're lazy, okay? It doesn't mean that you're giving up. It doesn't mean that it doesn't even mean that you're procrastinating, okay? It's about taking intentional breaks. It's about being purposeful and pausing to reflect, to recharge, to take care of you. So, no one is coming. The answer is you. Yes, you are the one in charge to stop the world from pushing itself in and create boundaries, to create space for yourself to pause and stop and be still. Okay, just like any runner, any athlete, it needs a second to catch its breath, right? We need that to regroup and to regain clarity and to realign to where it is that we're going. So if you're in constant motion, you risk losing sight. You just go, go, go. You risk losing sight of where it is that you're going. What is your purpose? Are you on the right track? If you put stopping into your regular routine, you can observe where you're at, and you give yourself the opportunity to realign to where it is that you want to go, to reconnect to yourself and see, am I still on the right path? Now, the benefits of stopping. Now, we talked about the negative aspects of not stopping, just like we mentioned with sleep deprivation, but what are the actual benefits of stopping, of pausing? So, firstly, like I said, we get the chance to observe. We get the chance to look in and connect. We can connect to our intuition. We can connect to the actual, what it is that we're doing. And we can also connect to our inner wisdom. That's an actual thing. Our inner wisdom is thoughts that pop up as if they came out of nowhere, out of thin air. It's a story. I don't know if it's a research. I will probably butcher the reference, but it was clear that people, in the shower have these brilliant ideas, and people in the corporate organization, the high-tech companies and so forth, were told, take more showers. Okay, it doesn't work that way. People that went in the shower were actually taking a pause, and their mind was clear, and that gave space, that created space for their inner wisdom to come through. And you can't do that when you're running around, when you're rushing, when you're constantly reacting. When we are always on the go, we drown the quiet. We cover it up. And we won't allow and enable the inner voice to come through of what is truly needed for us. So once we stop, we enable creativity, innovation, new thought patterns, new ideas to come through. Some of the greatest ideas and breakthroughs come out of our minds when we wake up in the morning, when we let our mind wander and explore new things. We might be on a trip, on a hike, and we get this brilliant idea about our business. We might be meditating and we have a realization of what it is that we need to do in our relationship or with our kid. So again, stopping is essential for our overall well-being. It reduces stress, we know that. It improves mental clarity, and it also enables us to reconnect to our inner wisdom, to the voice from within. So how do we do it? It's easier said than done. I can admit I've tried waking up early in the morning just to meditate and pause, and sometimes I'm so tired I can't even do that, or stopping in the middle of the day if I don't set my alarm or create space for it, like this is my time to meditate or stop. The day just passes by. I'm like, how did the day go by? How did the weeks go by without me intentionally stopping? So let's talk about how we can incorporate stopping in various forms that you can find what's comfortable for you. How can you incorporate stopping, pausing in your daily schedule? Doesn't matter how busy it is, you can always pause. I know a great mentor coach named Sanika Street who said, if you can't meditate for 10 minutes, meditate for an hour. Okay? If you don't have 10 minutes to stop, then you have to question your day. All right, so first things first, how can you incorporate stopping? Schedule it. Schedule regular breaks throughout your day. So it doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes, 2 minutes. I sometimes have 2 minutes. I do a 2-minute meditations. There's some great 2-minute meditations on YouTube. Look them up. It doesn't matter. It's just the intention of stopping, whether it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whether you're meditating or just gazing out the window or taking a brisk walk. Just find moments in your life to pay attention, pause, and reset. That's the first thing. Second thing, mindfulness. Mindfulness is a big thing. You don't have to be a great mindfulness guru to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is just about connecting to this current moment, to the present, to whatever it is that you are doing, seeing, feeling, hearing, seeing. Okay, so it's just about opening your senses and paying attention to whatever it is that's around you without judgment. If it's a gray sky, it's a gray sky. It's just fact. It's not about like whether you like it or not. It is what it is. Okay, if you're a little cold, you're just a little cold. Just simply pay attention, and that simple act of paying attention can just calm you down, and it really cultivates a sense of calm amidst the chaos, whatever noise you're going through. All right. So first thing is schedule it. Second thing is just be aware of mindfulness. Pay attention. That calms you down. It centers you. The third thing, and I couldn't stress this enough, the importance of boundaries. Really pay attention to where you're putting your time and energy. Rich Litvin, a great coach, says it's either a hell yes or a hell no. If you are doing something that is pulling your energy and pulling it down, then it's a hell no. That is not something you want to engage in. So either do less of it or just delete it altogether. So learn to say no to commitments that drain you, that don't fulfill you, that don't fill you up, and prioritize the ones that do. Make sure to be conscious about We only have 24 hours a day. We only have 365 days a year. We only have these many years to live. Make sure you use your time to your best benefit, something that brings you back to life. So stopping is also to choose and to sort through the energy suckers and the energy fillers. Okay, make sure your relationships are energy fillers. What you're doing is energy fillers. Your food is energy filler and not an energy sucker. Okay, and sort your life out that way as well. And lastly, embrace it. Love it. Love the power of rest. It's about choosing to give yourself permission to rest. Me as a mom have the mom guilt about resting. I will only rest once I'm completely exhausted. I will only I will only eat after everyone else has eaten. I will put myself way, 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 way back in the end of the line. So don't do that. I'm speaking to you, but I'm speaking to myself. Prioritize yourself. Give yourself the permission to indulge in activities that bring you joy, that fill you up, that relax you, whether it's reading a book, and you might have to tell your kids, this is mom time, this is me time, okay? Taking a bubble bath, putting some earphones on and just disconnecting from the world, just simply doing nothing at all would be so beneficial for your mind, for your soul, for your heart, for your overall well-being. So, we're going to wrap up today's episode, but I want to encourage you and remind you to choose you by stopping, to choose you by resting, to choose you by pausing and reflecting. Again, stopping is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's a sign of courage. It's a courage to slow down against the world that's rushing through. I will tell you the story. I don't know if I told you this before. I believe I told you maybe in the very first episode, but I'll tell it again because I love this story. When I was in New York on vacation, I was very young, but I was on vacation visiting my family, and I was on the subway, and the doors opened, and all of a sudden this wave of people were rushing, and the heels, and everybody was like in the tunnels of the subway. And all of a sudden I found myself rushing and running. And while I was running, I was asking myself, why am I running? I have nowhere to go. I'm on vacation. And I had to pull myself all the way to the side and walk as close as I could to the wall on the right side. And I'm like, I'm just going to slow down and walk at my own pace because I'm on vacation. I don't have to be rushed by the swarm of people that are pushing me out the door. I can just be connected to myself and what it is that I'm doing. So this is an example for you and an opportunity and an invitation for you to reconnect to yourself and create your own pace, create your own rhythm. Okay, this is your chance to navigate life's challenges by slowing down and sorting the important things to the not so important things. Trust yourself, trust your ability, and remember, stopping is something that you create. No one is going to stop the world for you. So again, no one is coming. The answer is you. Trust yourself, live fully, be happy, and I'll see you next time.